My name's Austin.
I'm Scotty.
I'm Lake. I'm Drew.
We're to breathe again.
And you're listening to From the Green Room.
Welcome back to another episode of From the Green Room. My guest in the green room tonight, or today, whatever time it is dark outside. Fuck, I don't know. My good friends, my good friends from the band To Breathe Again, Austin, Greg, Mike, and Drew. How you guys doing?
Mike.
Lake. I thought you said Blake earlier or Mike earlier. Sorry. I had Lake written down on the fucking paper too.
Hey, that's what they named me.
Lake. Okay. Hey, you know what? At the there's a gas station I would go to in Indy, and the clerk's name was Cobra.
I love it.
Damn.
Legally named Cobra. I saw his driver's license. But anyways, how you guys doing tonight, man?
We're doing good.
Pretty fucking good, honestly. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for stopping by the green room to chat with us, man. We'll jump right into it. The track Forevermore, you said that you guys just dropped it, and tell us a little bit about that track.
Well, we're about to drop it.
Oh, okay.
We just announced.
I thought it was out already. My bad.
No, it comes out December 16th.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not Metallica. We can't drop a sudden tour, single, and album announcement
and expect it to do well. We very much could have. But yeah, no, it comes out December 16th, which is right before our final show of the year.
We've got Grounds, Demoral, and Controller throwing down at Stan's Room. Tickets are, how much are tickets?
$10.
$10. I mean, 4 local bands, and one of them I honestly think is the hottest up-and-coming death metal act in Fort Wayne.
It's us.
Right on.
We're death metal.
The single is not part of an upcoming album you mentioned earlier to me, Austin, but that is a side quest, kind of like you told me earlier. So how'd that evolve?
So we set out, about like right at the end of last year, we did this big kind of, and by big I mean kind of big, like band meeting where we laid out our plan for this year, which was to write a whole record. That didn't quite happen due to various things.
Right.
He became a dad.
Yeah. Congrats. By the way.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Easiest baby I've ever had to deal with.
Did you say Greg became a dad too?
No.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
And we were originally gonna try to write a record in between shows here and there, and then we all got kind of overzealous on the show's part, so we just played more shows.
But that's all right. That's all right, though. We had great times at those shows.
We did.
We opened for Palisades.
We did open for Palisades, which was fun.
Right.
That was an awesome night.
Yeah. So, and what also ended up happening is I ended up writing lyrics that were hopeful, which was not the direction that we were planning to take with the record. So, hopeful and also extremely sad.
Yeah.
So,
it's definitely our saddest song.
Yeah,
gotcha. Like Drew mentioned a minute ago, you guys got your To Christmas Again show coming up on the 17th. Give us some details again on that. I know Drew already mentioned it, but go ahead and give us the details again.
It's going to be us, Grounds, Controller, Demoral.
Yep.
It's
going to be a nice show.
Yeah, they're the kids in Demoral. They're like 15, 16. I'm guessing. I don't know. But it's just two of them.
They're actually like 25. I'm just kidding. I don't know, man.
They just really treated those kids well. Okay, I mean, look at me.
But yeah, Stan's Room, $10. And I believe, I'm not sure if we've launched it yet or not. If you buy a ticket pre-sale, you can get 25% off a merch item at our booth the day of the show.
Your entire merch
Okay.
order.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I just did all the promo like graphics and stuff for it today.
Okay.
But because we're doing a big December sale because we're trying to get rid of our merch so we can like
Make new
update our
stuff.
merch. We've had the same merch lineup for 2 years,
So like
which
collecting
is not
dust.
great.
Nobody would buy our paintings, so we had to eat them.
So earlier this year, you
So we're
guys
trying to get rid of it so we can make new stuff and like
gotcha.
go from there. But also we're trying to make a record and make it a lot bigger than
Right.
Breaking the silence.
bigger than ever. Yeah.
You got earlier this year, you guys also released the single "Renegade," which will be on to Breathe Again's next album as well.
It will. Yeah.
As the
That
track,
one's gonna make it. Yes.
as the track "Restart." Tell us a little bit about those.
How we got the bass line to it, I was jamming with him during one of our rehearsals, and then it just sort of happened.
Yeah.
Like-
Restart was I think the first song I wrote as soon as we finished our last record. I want to say.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like I wrote the riff to it, and then we kind of canned it for like a year because we were trying to find these two,
Right.
so that we could
Oh,
be
okay.
playing shows. But yeah,
3 times. I had to audition
He
3
did.
times.
he did.
And it took me
They
playing
should have
with
made you
another
audition 6
band.
times, dude.
It's some fucking dedication.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We're
But,
not. I've been like, we're not sure, Drew. Can you do it one more time?
Right?
We need to see that one more
He
time.
understands every practice. Like it just works out. It's fine.
And I fire him every practice too, so it's all good.
Yeah. So yeah. As soon as we're done with this, we're firing him, and
Okay.
then we're calling him back next week. So
Yep.
so it's a great circle. But Restart,
He's our booty call.
Used
Oh,
and
I
abused.
can't-
Abused.
I gotta keep it classy.
but yeah, the lyrically, Restart is kind of the moment where you take your life into your own hands and realize it's a song about inner strength, so it's realizing how much strength you actually have and figuring out how to use it.
Gotcha.
And then Renegade is it sort of sets the theme and the tone for the record that we're working on,
Okay.
being political divide. Like the song just rips on everybody. Like we don't care who you are. Like just be a person.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
We don't have a lot of that nowadays. That
Not quite.
No.
Not quite. And
That'll be an
yeah,
interesting track to listen
that
to.
sounds a good teaser for everything that we've come up with so far for the record.
Awesome. So obviously, To Breathe Again has definitely evolved. You guys have all the pieces now, but how did you get to that point? I know Drew said he had to audition like 16 times, but give us a little backstory, Austin. I know the story, but for our listeners, that 13 of them, maybe 17 by after this, because if you don't subscribe to my channel, I'll hunt you down.
Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I?
Hey, one's better than none.
Okay, so in the 7th grade, I showed an aptitude for the clarinet. No, I'm just kidding. That's a bit for some of you that could know. So To Breathe Again essentially started with Scotty and I. We started dating, and he just so happened to tell me that he used to be a guitar player. So I was like, all right, cool, you're my guitar player now. And then it happened. And it was like, that's really just how that happens. And so the first time I ever stayed over at his apartment, which was when he lived in Ohio, I brought my acoustic guitar with me because I wasn't using it. I was like, oh, he used to play guitar here.
You were just trying to make sure he wasn't full of shit, right?
That's you.
well, I hadn't played guitar for 5 years at that point,
Yeah.
so
Wow.
I had to completely relearn how to play.
And so he did
Man,
that in like 5
I
hours.
would never guessed. Having seen you play guitar, I wouldn't have guessed that you went 5 years without playing and had to relearn it. That's crazy.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no, he's the reason people actually like our band. It's because he does solos and they're actually like good. Not saying that people do that and they're not good, but
Right.
like I mean, they exist. Don't get me wrong, but So yeah, we just kind of like he got his like I gave him the acoustic guitar. He noodled on it. He remembered how to play a couple songs that he knew, and then suddenly he wrote 2 songs, like all in the same day.
Yeah, I wrote "You're Singing Alone" and "Another Life" all in the same day.
No.
Wasn't it?
No.
I thought it was "Another Life."
No, it was some weird jazzy thing that we got to do. If you join our Facebook group and you go all the way to the very first post in that thing, because it was originally just meant to be like a private, like, this is where we share ideas kind of thing.
Right.
This is where we discovered like things like Discord and whatnot, and also before we started living together. So that was the original intent, and so he posted up a video of him playing what became "You're Singing Alone," which is off of our first record. And then it was some like groovy jazz number. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't
it was very dancey and not at all like You're Singing Alone.
Very
But
spirit
if you're in our
fingers.
To Breathe It Friends group, you can just scroll all the way back to like the very first post in it,
Gotcha.
and you'll see that. And we've just never been able to do anything with it, so it's just kind of been where it stayed.
Hey, you
We
never
could
know.
use it.
You could get that jazzy song and put it in an elevator somewhere, man. People could be hearing it in the elevator.
See? I mean, the point is, it's there, and you know,
Like,
it's
you're
able to.
listening to Smooth Jazz by Scotty. Yeah.
Um,
On
and,
elevatorradio.com.
seriously. But yeah, so he did that, and then we just kind of started like I started showing him my lyrics. He started kind of noodling with things. We wrote an EP that I do believe is still on Apple Music, even though we took it down. But because we originally called ourselves Breaking the Silence
Oh, okay. Okay.
record. So we put out a self-titled EP. It was great. There is not a really awful cover of a Taylor Swift song on that release.
Shocker.
No, sir. Doesn't exist except on Apple Music, maybe. And yeah, that's just kind of how it started. And then the 4 originals on that EP, or well, 3 of the originals on the EP made it to the record.
Okay.
The 4th one just became a single. But it was You're Singing Alone, Another Life, and Enemy.
And then Fall was the single.
And then we put out Fall right before the wedding.
Gotcha.
And that's how we come along.
Right.
Yeah,
I met
Our asses were musical mercenaries.
They were.
so to
that is
speak.
true.
they were
we-
hired guns.
We played in a band for a little bit, split horribly. And then
Then we ended up in a band called Inside Girl.
Yep, Jake, our buddy Jacob tagged me in a post. Hey, this band's looking for a drummer. And I was like, hey, I've got a bassist, Don Paul. And the second I was looking for a band, I auditioned. I jumped. I was like, first shot, let's go.
He was. We put the band page up, and he was immediately in my inbox. I was like, "Whoa, bro! He lives in Ohio. We ain't doing shit right now."
That is true.
He was thirsty.
He was. He was very thirsty.
Slide into the
I
DMs.
And no nonsense since high school. Auditioned 3 times. After the second time, again there was Inside Girl. You remember when I was in Cremated Souls for a bit?
Yeah, I remember
And then
that.
when he was in Cremated Souls, him and I were in a band called Ruthless Orchid, which, by the way, if you want to hear anything by that band, we had a single out called No More Tomorrow
It had Dan on it, the vocalist.
of
Okay.
Cremated Souls.
So last show was April. They say they're looking for a drummer. I hit him up.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
And I was still in our old band Inside Girl at that time, but Inside Girl was fucking going nowhere
Right.
at all, and I was pissed off about it.
So
So I figure, when he hits me up about it, I figure, why not,
get the crew back together.
And now we're here.
Yeah,
See,
played
yeah.
we played the wedding.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
It really.
It
was,
fucking
though.
was.
Like we did our first rehearsal for our wedding show, which was our first ever show.
Right.
And at the end of it, we were both like, "Wait, that went well. Like that was great.
Right.
Yeah. So we did the wedding.
It was love
And
at
then-
first sight.
It really.
We had a
Oh,
couple other guys
first
lined
sight
up
for
who
First sight
wanted
for
to do
me.
it. And so we
Hey.
did one show with them. Weren't really feeling it, and I think it was like the next week we officially offered the spot to these boys here.
Right.
Yeah,
and the rest is history.
The rest
Yeah,
is history.
it's-
3 years, 4
Hopefully,
years later, right?
Page.
it's been a phenomenal like it kind of came full circle, and it's been phenomenal. You know, they've pushed me as a musician.
He's pissed me off as a drummer.
When doesn't the drummer piss the vocalist off?
How far they've pushed him as a musician? He got one of our upcoming singles, Moments.
In one
He
take.
got
One
his
take.
drum track done in one recording take.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's awesome. So
Yeah,
looking into 2023, what can we expect from the band To Breathe Again? I know you guys do a lot of shows. You got shows lined up looking into 23, or
We don't at the moment.
We've got
Yeah, we want to take some time, work on the record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have our Christmas show coming up, and then we have like one or two kind of one-off shows, like kind of special event type things that people asked us to be a part of, and that we said yes to. And then, but most of it's going to be spent actually writing and recording, you know, the rest of the record. We got, you know, we have ideas and whatnot kind of banked for it. I actually just went through and did kind of a first outline of the record. And, you know, based on all the ideas and all the things that we've got already for it, we're really excited for it. So, hoping to be back on stage probably around the summer.
okay.
You
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
nice to take a little break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, breaks never.
I mean,
really-
it's going to drive me nuts because I want to just always play shows,
Right.
and so it's gonna drive me a little nuts.
and it.
The first 2 months of this year, with like just not having shows, drove me nuts.
And we've been working real hard on this record. We're all very excited to release it.
Yes.
We've got, like Austin said, we laid out a rough outline. We've got a bunch of more songs in the works, demos, riff ideas, lyric ideas. They're just weird jam sessions to have happen, so that way we can put this record out.
Nice, nice.
Well, we're all, like I said, we're all very excited for it.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing it when it comes out. So where can people find your music and what's going on with To Breathe Again, like where you're going to be at and stuff like that? Where can they interact with you?
Probably the easiest place would be to go to our website, tobreatheband.com.
Yeah.
And there's a connect tab on there with links to all of our socials. We have it synced with bands in town, so anytime we have a show, it'll be on that page. There's a blog on there that we try to update regularly.
Okay.
I kind of regularly.
Other than that,
Sort of.
we spend most of our time on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook,
Instagram.
a little bit of Instagram. We have a Discord channel server that you can join for free, and basically you can just kind of talk to us whenever.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
But yeah, all four of us are on it, so you know you essentially have like a meet and greet anytime you want.
Awesome.
And,
Awesome. Lots
yeah.
of exciting things on the horizon for you guys. And again, you're watching From the Green Room. My guests, the guys from the band To Breathe Again. You can see them live at their Christmas show on December 17th at Stan's Room at Pierre's Entertainment here in Fort Wayne, with Controller and Grounds, along with you guys. And what was there one other band?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Tickets $8 in advance, $10 day of, and if you
$10 actually, just all around. There was a weird snafu with the ticket.
Yeah, I got that off the flyer. So, $10 all around day of or advance.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Doors open at 6.
Yep.
Show kicks off at 7. All right.
and if you pre-order a ticket, you can get 25% off your merch order.
Yep.
20% off your whole merch
5%
grab.
off your entire merch order.
Awesome.
If you pre-order the ticket between now and obviously the show, you get the 25% off. And then we're just doing a month-long 22% off thing too.
Okay.
Like, so we're just trying to get rid of our old merch so we can get new merch.
Yep.
Awesome. That link will be in the description of the video when I put it up.
Yeah.
So to find To Breathe Again music on all usual streaming platforms, find out more, follow them on all your favorite social media platforms, hit them up on Discord, Twitch, Patreon for the behind scenes content and more. And as always, all these links will be in the description in the video. And thank you so much, guys, for stopping by and chatting with us. Anytime you guys want to jump on, just let me know. We'll get it going.
For sure.
Anytime. We greatly
Anytime you want us, let us know. We'll make it happen.
All right. Awesome. You guys have a good night.
You
You
too.
too, man.
As well.